and welcome back to my channel. I won't be doing this video outside because it's too bloody freezing. I'm going back home. It's absolutely frozen. Anyway, hope you're all well. As I said, welcome back to my channel. It's not your cooking video. This is about my weight loss journey and how I've done so far. And I've lost literally 38 pounds in weight, and yeah, I'm feeling really good. Apart from I really can't do this weather, so I'm going to take this back inside and head back to the newsroom. So over to me indoors because this is too bloody freezing out here. I'll see you, catch you then. Hi guys, yeah, I had to come in from the park. It was absolutely freezing, and yeah, breaking news. I've lost 38 pounds in weight over the last 6 months. I started off on Mounjaro. This is my journey, started 6 months ago in August. So I started taking the 2.5 at the beginning. I lost about 8 pounds in weight literally within the first couple of weeks. Side effects I got was a bit of a bad stomach, but gradually that and a bit of nausea feeling, but you know, eventually that did disappear after about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And yeah, no, I've been fine, touch wood, since then. Just the only effects I still get is probably a little bit of mild constipation, and but you know, again, it's getting that fiber in, because as you know, some of you guys, you know, you have to change your diet. You know, cutting out fat, you need more fiber and protein, and hence why I started off this Mr. Randomville channel. You know, because I mean, I'm called Mr. Random. I used to be called Mr. Randomville by a good friend of mine, because wherever I talk about, it's usually random anyway. So, so I thought, you know, he's right there, because, you know, I do go off at a tangent. I've always been like that, but yeah, that's me. So, you know, life's too short to be, you know, unhappy, and you just got to make. I always try and make a joke out of a lot of things, you know, and try and make the best of what you got, you know, and that's how you got to be. So anyway, yeah, going back to my journey, as I said, I started off 6 months ago. Mine was purely diabetic reasons. It was nothing to do with my weight loss, although I needed the weight loss to get my BMI down and to hopefully set my diabetes into remission, which, to be honest with you, I think it actually has gone into remission. I've got another blood test soon. The downside, I actually think, well, I know now my BMI is perfect now, and the downside is that I probably won't be taking this Mounjaro for much longer. So, like I've seen with a few people that are off it, you know, it's the weight loss creeping back on, and you know, I think that's why I'm trying to really behave myself, as much as doing these cooking videos for you guys to try and behave yourself as well. You know, I'm trying to make food where you can condition yourself to not having so much salts and sugars and carbs. I mean, carbs are important, fiber's important, sugar's important, you know, but again, it's like moderation, and everything's got to be in moderation. And with a diet, and with weight loss diets, especially weight loss management, so many people, it's the same old story. They'll go on these diets, these well-known diets. You get out there, the shakes and the little meal plans and everything else, and they get off them. They've lost all this weight. The next thing, they've piled it all back on. Now, that's why I'm hoping that with these GLP-1 medications, they will start, you know, hopefully, I think they're bringing out the tablet form probably this year. And I'm hoping that the doctors will actually say, look, these people can go on a kind of management, you know, after management system with this, so that, you know, you can actually make sure that you're maintaining your weight loss, you know, not exactly just injecting yourself or carrying on with this. And another thing as well, you know, with people buying this online, I think you have to have photographs taken of you and stuff like that. And a lot of people have been using AI as well, I've heard, to try and fake it so that they can still carry on with it. But I'm hoping in the end that, on a doctor's perspective, that people will actually be able to go on a maintenance management. So I'm really hoping for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to cross my fingers that I don't get taken off this. I mean, I'm not turning into a rake or anything. My weights just easily comes off, and I can put on the pound one week, and I can lose a pound the next. I think that's because I'm kind of getting my stability with what I'm eating. And I've never done so many calorie counting in my life, so I never used to be like that. To be honest with you, again, like I said, was not about my weight management. This was about me being free of type 2 diabetes, which some of you guys are probably on. And I'm telling you, I've heard so many guys that diabetes type 2, by the way, guys, that since taking these weight loss medications, their diabetes is not there now. Which, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm still on my diabetes tablets. I'm on metformin, and they've reduced it by half now. So I think by soon they'll probably take me off that, and sadly take me off the GLP-1 medication. But I'm going to carry on. I'm still going to carry on eating as I was on this medication, because I'm not going to go back to my old ways, because I just feel that I've done so much in this journey to get to this weight. And to be honest with you, I don't want to be chucking out any more clothes and buying new clothes and stuff like that, because it really is, it really does pick you up, losing weight. And being on this GLP-1 medication, I get it. It does suppress your appetite, but you're supposed to take it every week. You take it every week, but you can guarantee, for me, come day 5, I'm starting to get the old dreaded food noise. And I must admit, I have given into it a couple of times, but you've got to eat. And but again, you've got to behave yourself when you're eating, and there's no harm as well. I mean, over the Christmas periods and festive periods, there's no harm at all having the odd naughty stuff, because I've found as well with this, when I have been naughty on this, that yeah, 2 or 3 pounds might creep up. But you know what? As soon as you've had that little binge, them naughty few days, then it soon comes off. And a lot of this as well, if you've eaten salty foods, and it tends to keep the water weight on. I've noticed that as well, because I've noticed some crazy fluctuations when I have been naughty on this, that I could put on like, say, 4 pound, and then the next couple of days it's gone. So work that one out. So but I don't feel that you can put on, if you're going on holiday, you're going to put on a few pounds, but you can still get rid of it. So, and again, if exercising, I'm not one for the gym, but I'm going to start going to the gym. Walking's one of the best exercises, and if you don't want to go to the gym, swimming is really good. Swimming does your whole body, and again, it's finding time, but make sure you're moving about with this. Yes, the GLP-1 medications, the Mounjaro, will, it is sort of burning the fat and everything else and getting rid of it. But again, you need to get your fluids in as well. Try and get. Well, I try and have about 2.5, 3 liters a day of fluid. My go-to is fizzy water, and I'm a bit of a coffee drinker as well. But I make sure I get my fluids in. But yeah, that's been my journey so far. It's I'm starting off as Mr. Randerville. I'm enjoying this YouTube thing. Again, I'm new to this. This at the video editing, I'm just starting to do. So for me, and I can't spell to save my life. I've got dyslexia and this, that, and the other. I don't even hardly know how to use a PC. So it's been a bit of a bit of a wild ride, but I'm going with it and I'm enjoying it. And guys, like I say, this was me when I started the journey, and this is me now. And I'm happy with who I am and what this medication's done for me. And guys, I'm going to carry on doing these videos, even if I end up coming off this weight loss medication. But I'm going to carry on doing the videos and hopefully getting a bit better at it. And again, guys, I need your feedback, because there's hardly anyone messaging me. I've got my regulars who the girls that have got their channels, but please give me some feedback. What do you want me to bring out food wise? Give me some input, some ideas, so I can create these videos, or at least try to create them, because I'm enjoying this. But at the same time, I want to make stuff for you guys, and certain foods that you like, then maybe I can prepare them and try my best at making them. And I see everybody like the my chicken video, KFC, so maybe I'll do a few more that kind of food. And I'm trying to also do a lot of food in the air fryer as well now, so it's a bit more healthier, because we do like our naughty foods, and maybe I can make them, excuse the pun, naughty but nice. Maybe I can actually start doing some go-to foods that we can't really touch anymore, because they're classed as junk food and everything else. But if I can make these foods a lot more healthy for you guys, then it's a win-win-win. And send me your feedback in your weight loss journey as well, because this is not all about me cooking videos. This is about my weight loss journey, and me coming off my diabetes. And I'd like to hear from you guys as well, so please give me some input. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next video, where I'll be doing some cooking. All right, you take it easy.